All right, here we go, guys. So we got all of the cookies from common all the way to the ancient and legendary that we have currently in the game. We have added Sorbet and Squid ink here as well. This is pretty much gonna be like revamp of all the tier lists that I did so far, because obviously a lot of things have changed, and the actual arena meta has changed as well, and obviously PVE doesn't really change here. It just, you just stick the cookie into the tier, the new ones that are released. So that's gonna be it. But here we go. Let's go and see the I just have it S, A, B, C, D, and F right now. I think this is a pretty good one. Maybe I might just actually add right here an SS, because sometimes SS is required. What the? Oh, I had to add it, not to change it. Add a row above, and that'll be SS. Okay, I am not doing this correctly. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna change this color again. This one is gonna be like this. Okay, so here we go. We have SS. We got S, A, B, C, D, and F. F, we'll start from the bottom this time around. F is going to be completely useless, never invest in it. D is, maybe when you're beginning, if you don't have anything, you can invest. But after like level 20, probably should not invest in. C is going to be for decent cookie. Not very good, but you can invest in it to progress throughout the story. B is going to be a alright cookie, pretty much, right? Can be used in teams. Can have a better, it's going to be like a budget version of like an S tier. A tier is going to be a really good cookie, but still going to need some some team composition that are special to the cookie. So it can't really work along with just by itself. It will be stronger with something else, but a very strong cookie. S is going to be a must use on a team if you have, and an S tier is just what are you waiting for? You just gotta use it, right? So let's go with the comments first. So Gingerbread is gonna be at a actually, I guess I gotta see. This is going to be a PVE tier list. PVE, so it's for story mode only. Okay, story mode only. All right, guys, story mode only. Don't worry about arena. Don't worry about all this. This is just for story mode. Okay. All right, so here we go. Gingerbread is gonna be at C tier. A really good cookie in general, actually, because of the knockback, and the 4-second cooldown is insane. So definitely going to be an C tier for me for Gingerbread, not an SS tier, because Gingerbread is not going to help you beat the story. It can be a great cookie in the beginning, but I'm just going to put it at C tier for now. Okay. And then Strawberry is going to be a D tier. Pretty much useless. Don't level it up unless you get a not a good cookie, right? Strawberry just literally spins in place and it doesn't do anything. It's a budget version of Purple Yam, and Purple Yam is like a crappy epic. So gotta put Strawberry at D tier. Wizard F tier. Never use Wizard cookie. Wizard cookie is so bad. Oh my goodness. You use Wizard cookie in your team, then no, never. Okay. Muscle cookie is also going to be at D tier. Pretty bad. But you still can use, just because it has like a little slight knockback, but it's just not that great. Ninja cookie, I'll put it at C tier, just because there's raw damage and it's an ambush cookie. Right, it actually does a lot of damage. He actually does a lot of damage. So, I'm just gonna put that put Ninja Cookie over at C tier. All right, and then Beet Cookie. Beet Cookie is actually gonna be at C tier too. Beet Cookie is actually really strong too. Kind of does the same role as these two cookies. Damage, tank, right? Damage. it's just, you know, they do their jobs decently, like not super great but decently. So you gotta give them some credit for being a you know, being a good common cookie to use. Angel F. Oh my gosh, don't use Angel either. I've never seen anybody use Angel. Don't use Angel ever. Okay, so don't. It's like, why do you invest in Angel Cookie, Wizard Cookie? It's just like, huh? You know, it's like, why? Okay, so that was common. Super quick because obviously it's not the main focus of the tier list, right? They're just these three. I would say it will be someone that you can invest in if you want to, but it's not the best. But you know, rest of these, just don't invest in them. All right, next one is going to be here we go. Custard. Custard is actually, I'm gonna put Custard either B or A. Because Custard is actually not bad, really, guys. If you, it's PVE, so I guess I could put Custard at A tier, because, you know, Custard is probably a best budget healer you could ever have, in my opinion right now. Obviously there's only 4 healers or 5 healers in the game, including Angel, what is it, Custard, Sparkling Herb, and what is it, Pure Vanilla. Those are the 5 healers we got in the game right now, and Custard actually out heals Sparkling, who's an epic. So oh, you guys want to say B tier, huh? Okay, I guess well, for me, I'll put it at A. For you guys, you guys could do a B, but you know, I say, you know, Custard is actually A. This is going to be for PVE. So you know, Custard is, you know, it doesn't heal that much. He barely shields too, but still going to be a good, you know, budget healer. At rare, it's actually really strong. So, you know, kind of want to put Custard right there because you get a mini shield, right? So it's a good budget cookie, especially if you don't have herb, right? Or even pure vanilla. Like, why would you waste your stuff on sparkling? Might as well just use you know, Custard, you know. So yeah. So next one is gonna be Princess. Princess is gonna be at like B to C tier, really. I would honestly say C, because, you know, she's not that great. You know, it's just, she does things average. It's a budget version of Dark Choco, but a really bad budget version of Dark Choco. You know, Princess Cookie decreases the damage or the defense of the cookie or the enemies by 10%, I believe, but the damage is not at all the lanes, it's just the front. So she kind of swings her little you know, stick around and then smacks everybody. So I would say C or B. I'll just put it at B for now, because obviously rare cookies can be actually really strong too. It's enough to beat you know, 830, 930. If you actually build them correctly, it's possible. So I kind of want to put Princess at B tier. Knight is going to be at C tier. Nah, I wouldn't say Knight is good, because when you have a taunt, right? When you have a taunt, it's good, but when you have a taunt without any bonus, like Milk Cookie, then you just die, right? So I say the taunt is pretty much useless when it comes to using someone like Night Cookie, where the base stat is low, but you have a taunt. You take all of the damage. You're basically saying just go kill me, right? So I would say Night Cookie is probably just best to be at C tier. Just use if you need to have a tank. Even Gingerbread might actually be better than Night Cookie, in my opinion, because you get a knockback instead of a taunt, right? If you have 2 tanks, then at least you can soak up the damage evenly. But like when you have Night Cookie, just soaking up all the damage as a really bad thing. So alright, so next one is going to be Pancake. Pancake is actually pretty good too. I would say Pancake is like a B tier too. As an ambush cookie, Pancake actually does okay damage, but is able to attack all the lanes. So Pancake Cookie actually jumps into the air, flies across this, across the map, and then throws down acorns at the enemies, and it does damage to all of them. So it's not a bad rare cookie. It's pretty much like, let's see, who can it be a budget version of? I guess in a sense budget version of like mango or even like fig, but it's just like okay, not that great. But as a rare cookie in PvE mode, it's not bad. So yeah, Pancake is going to be at B tier for me. Devil Cookie is also going to be at B tier. It's like a budget version of Latte, except it works a little different than Latte, because Latte silences and immobilizes enemies, right? But Devil Cookie actually slows and deals with damage over time. So I guess, and it actually decreases attack speed as well. So it's pretty good in PvE. PvP will be completely useless, but in PvE, not a bad cookie to use. So I want to put Devil Cookie at B tier as well, next to Princess and Pancake. Yeah. Okay, next is gonna be Avocado. Avocado is actually gonna be at B tier 2 for me. Actually, it gives an attack buff, right, and also works as a tank, and just decent amount of damage. It does knock back to the enemies as well, so it's a lot better than Knight's Cookie, right? So I'll say that the Avocado deserves a higher tier than Night Cookie. So next one, Adventure. Adventure definitely gonna be in an A tier. Can't really say put it in S tier, obviously, because it's not an epic cookie. He's going to be an A tier for that being rare, but it's basically like a budget version of Vampire. Really strong too. It immobilizes the enemies and prevents them from moving if you don't kill it, right? For like 3 seconds, I believe. But it's like a very budget version of Vampire, and I've seen a ridiculous amount of damage being done by Adventure as well. So I would say Adventure is an A tier for that. Bubblegum or Gumball Cookie is actually going to be at A tier 2. Super strong in my opinion, for being a rare cookie, and it being a bomber, it always does AoE damage. So definitely strong mob clear. In my opinion, the skill is really strong too, deals a lot of damage, and it actually does a debuff as well. So I want to put put Gumball Cookie at A tier. And then Cherry Bomb is also going to be at A tier because of that, that stun that no other basically rare cookies have, and also common cookies have. So Cherry Bomb, not only does she do an insane amount of damage for a rare cookie, but also does have that the stun that not many cookies in the game have. So definitely going to be a budget version of someone like Sea Fairy in a sense, right? And then and yeah, I guess so. That's it, because not everybody has a stun in this game. Tiger Lily kind of does, but it's a little different. So I will put I'll put Cherry at A tier right here. Carrot is also going to be at A tier for me. Carrot is insane with damage and heal for being a support cookie. Like I said, in PvE, like having different utility inside of a skill, like heal, damage buff, being able to damage as well, is going to be a a good cookie. So I wanna put Carrot at A. If not, I would have put Carrot at S, but it wouldn't make sense to put Carrot at S tier because of it being a a rare cookie in my opinion, because this is an overall tier list of all common, rare, and epics. So I don't think it's fair to put Carrot at S and then all the other rares at A, because in my opinion, Adventure is really good, Gumball is really good, and also Cherry is really good too. So Onion Cookie, C tier. You gotta realize Onion Cookie is really strong. The damage output is insane actually. Every stack that she gets, it increases the skill about 60 something percent. So at max stack of 10, she's actually able to do about 600% of whatever her damage is. However, she has no auto attack, and you gotta realize that it takes time for the stack to come through. So if that's the case, then why not just put in a different cookie so you have a constant damage rather than having a cookie who needs to have stacks as an auto attack and then has to have the stacks to do damage. So it just feel like why? But I mean, it's not a bad cookie. Now I'm just gonna put it at D. D is probably better. Actually these cookies are really good too. So Onion Cookie at D tier. Can't put in F tier because Onion Cookie is actually better than Angel and Wizard, so it's not fair to put Onion at F tier for that reason. Next one is gonna be Alchemist. So Alchemist is either a C or D tier for me. Most likely D tier, because why use Alchemist if you can use other characters in the game or other cookies in the game? Because Alchemist, the skill is so weird, right? It's very it's like saying why use somebody who has to charge up their ability, why? Yes, the damage can be a little bit more than not being able to hold the flask, but it's better to just put in a different cookie, like even Pancake, Gumball, Cherry, Carrot, Adventure, any of these other rare cookies in place of Alchemist, and you'll just do more damage in general, overall, So I'll just put Alchemist at D right here. These two at D tier. Blackberry is actually really strong. I want to put Blackberry at A tier. Being a mage cookie and also having a auto attack does it actually attacks all the enemies. It's actually a really cool one. The ghost, they walk around or they float around and deals damage to the enemies. It's actually really cool animation, and also on top of that, the skill damage from her skill is actually really good for being a rare cookie. So I kind of say it's a really good cookie overall for being an A tier. Constant damage, has a pretty good auto attack, and I think there's increases something too, maybe crit percentage. I forgot what it was, but definitely going to be a good cookie to invest in if you want to. And the next one is gonna be Clover. Clover is actually really good too, A tier. Purification is really good. Purification is only actually 2 cookies have it, right? Herb and Clover. Purification actually can be a lifesaver in PVE, especially when your cookies get either stunned or poisoned or any other debuff that are in the game. So actually I'll just put it at B tier because that's really what only Clover is good for, the purification. So I kind of want to say it's better to put Clover at B tier. For it being a support with a purification, I think that's enough to put it at B tier, right? Alright, and then now we are going to be moving on to the epic cookies. I'm gonna go pretty quick with the epics, especially if I know that they're not good. You guys already know what I'm gonna say, right? You guys already know there's some cookies in there that I really hate. It's just it's just how it is, right? So here we go. Chili pepper. Chili pepper D tier. Why do you use chili pepper? Just don't use her. It's not worth it. Just use, if you're gonna use chili pepper, I might as well use Adventure or even Gumball or even Cherry, Blackberry, or even a Carrot. Just don't use chili pepper. Yes, obviously it's a free epic that you get, but it's just the damage is not good. It doesn't attack everybody. It's just it's just so mediocre, dude. Like, it's just so mediocre that it's like just literally right here. It just does the role of an ambush like that. So I know some of you guys use chili pepper. Yes, I seen some people like invest a ton into her, but like, come on, guys, come on. Like, as an epic, like, you don't use chili pepper. You just use chili pepper for the bond. That's how it is. You know, she literally is like she's a budget black raisin in a sense, but it only attacks back lane. And it's just like, really? The damage output is so low, in my opinion, too. It's like so low. So I want to put chili pepper at C tier. Yeah, that's how it is, guys. Okay, so here we go. Next one is going to be red velvet. Red velvet is actually gonna be. This is a really difficult one, because red velvet is actually really strong in PVE. Because of that 5-second stun and being able to pull somebody with a huge amount of damage, it's actually really good. But it takes up a role of a charge cookie, which is the front lane. So tanking is not a thing for really for red velvet. Red velvet's tanking is not that great. Even though his regular stats is really good, kind of want to say it's just like, you know, A tier. You know, it just makes more sense for red velvet to be A tier than an S tier. S tier fits more for like other cookies out here. Yeah, probably. Sparkling gonna be at C tier too. Actually, B tier, C tier, B tier, C tier. I don't know. Sparkling at C tier. If this was just epic, I can literally just like put sparkling at like right here. But for it being with everybody else, I guess sparkling could be a B tier. Just because he is a healer, and he actually provides crit percentage. 20% is a lot, especially if you have a scythe and you have decent amount of crit percentage, you know, substat in your you know, toppings. The skill actually works out. Heal is okay, but like I said, it's lacking compared to Custard. So I kind of want to put just sparkling at B tier here. So great. Next one is gonna be herb. I have to put herb at SS tier, no doubt about it. The best healer in the game, right after pure vanilla. And it's the one that everybody really can get, even from the mileage shop, from drawing from the gacha. Obviously you can get pure vanilla, but pure vanilla is a lot lower chance than herb. So I'm gonna put herb at SS tier, just because, you know, if you do not have pure vanilla, you have to use herb cookie, right? You just have to. Not only does he have purification, but he has a heal over time too. So herb is going to be at SS tier. For PVE, guys. If you guys don't, you know, if you guys are watching this video or watching the stream right now and didn't hear about the PVE portion, this is PVE, okay? So almond gonna be at B tier. I feel like the damage link is really bad when it comes to PVE. It's just not worth using. Actually C tier, yeah, because almond is like PVE. There's no reason for you to use the damage link. Might as well you know, use a different like mage cookie to do the damage. You know, why use almond to damage link something that's so low, right? The damage doesn't even come out. Like, I tried using almond in PVE, and it's just like, it doesn't work. It's not worth it, right? So might as well just, like I said, use a different mage cookie or DPS cookie so that you have more damage rather than having a damage link. Okay, so that's what is going to be for almond. Next one is gonna be sugar, snow sugar. My goodness, snow sugar B, C. I don't know. What do you guys think? I want to put snow sugar at C tier, because it just doesn't do damage. It's like really like, Like if the Snow King came out and tanked, then I can literally put like Snow Sugar like at an A B tier. But like it's just like it stays in the bag, does a little bit of damage, and kind of does debuff, but it's not really worth using in PVE. Like if you're gonna use Snow Sugar in PVE, might as well just use other cookies, just like how I said for almond. So I'll say Snow Sugar at C tier. Yeah. Milk cookie in PVE. I don't know if it's still gonna be at S tier. I guess I can put it at S tier just because Milk Cookie actually has the taunt and has the 50% damage or defense buff. So actually Milk Cookie like takes almost like no damage when it comes to having that taunt up for a certain amount of time, and it's a lot better version of the night cookies. And in PvE, the Milk Cookie is actually really strong. So kind of want to put Milk Cookie at an S tier. If you don't have like the SS tier, then you should be using Milk Cookie, because Milk Cookie in it's actually not bad. It's like it's not a budget version of Strawberry Crepe, just because Strawberry Crepe's buff is for others, while Milk Cookie's buff is for Milk Cookie only. So kind of want to say Milk Cookie is still pretty strong in PvE. And then gonna be Cream Puff. God, I can't say F because Cream Puff literally can do. It's like Cream Puff is like a mixture of wizard and angel combined, and became an epic. It's like deals damage, heals, but sucks at doing both of them. But still has both of them. So, I don't think it's fair to put Cream Puff in F tier. Cream Puff is bad. I agree. Cream Puff is bad. Horrendously horrible, or what am I saying? It's so bad, and it's so hard to pull. So, oh man, I don't know what to do. Yeah, I'll just put an F. It's just bad. Don't use it. Don't use her. Yeah, Cream Puff is so hard to get. So, yeah. It's just like literally these three are just like, why do you use it? Don't invest in it. You just get it. You just promote them. Promote them for bonds. That's it. Don't do anything else. Don't ever waste your powder. Don't ever waste your exp jelly. Just don't. Right. Just don't. Yeah. I'll just leave it at that. Madeleine's gonna be at an A tier. Does really good damage. I guess the debuff immunity used to be damage immunity, but they changed it to debuff immunity. So yeah, Madeleine, I think A tier is fair, just because actually if Milk Cookie is gonna be at S tier, then Madeleine is A tier, S tier, A tier, S tier. What do you guys think? I don't know. Madeleine is like, it's a good cookie in arena right now, but in PvE, I mean, I can beat a lot of stages, but it's in PvE, it's not like an awesome cookie. So but it does AoE damage, knockback, has the debuff immunity, so that you don't need to get stunned or knocked back by enemies. So Yeah, I'll say Madeleine is an S tier. I think it's fair to say Madeleine is S tier. So yeah, I'd say Madeleine. Yeah, we'll just put it at S tier because like I said, Milk Cookie is an S tier as well. So it's pretty good. Next one, Pastry. All right, I don't care what you guys say. Pastry is an S tier for me. Not only does she do insane damage, um, automatic AOE damage, a basic attack, and then it's a insane attack speed and attack buff with her skill, and she just literally could sit in the bag and just start shooting away. Like, Pastry is just so good. I would say Pastry is good. All right, Pastry is S tier. Whatever you guys say. You guys can say whatever you guys want to say, but for me, in my opinion, for PVE, Pastry literally will carry majority, like almost 90% of your game, or at least the stages in PVE. In world exploration, Pastry, even in the Soda Island too, and in a lot of the Tower of Sweet Chaos, Pastry will be good. So yeah, I'm gonna be putting Pastry at S tier. Strawberry Crate S tier. Insane tank. Definitely going to be it's so strong. Like, it's Strawberry Crave is not selfish. Even though his personality in the game is very very selfish, and like, it just not that great in the characteristics within the game, but the damage resist buff that Strawberry Crepe gives to your cookies is insane. You guys gotta realize 50% damage resist is nuts. It's so much, right? So, like, it's just so good, right? It's OP. Pretty much, like, the knockback saves a lot of time and allows you to do a lot of get some cooldown on your skills. On top of that, you're getting allowing your other cookies to survive. So Pastry Cookie is pretty gonna be not Pastry, Strawberry Crepe is gonna be at S tier for me. Mango is actually gonna be S tier. Ooh, so Mango didn't get too much credit when Mango Cookie actually came out. But when you do damage tests out in PVE, right? If you guys watched my the gameplay right before I started this tier list, with Squid Ink, Mango, and Latte, Mango actually out damaged all of them. And on top of that, Mango actually didn't even have any toppings, right? So it's like, it's pretty insane that Mango Cookie actually can out damage someone who has all toppings on, and it's just without any toppings, right? At the same level. Because you gotta realize Mango's skill is 3 knockbacks, right? On top of that, you're hitting every single one of the enemies, and you're getting a 10% attack buff. If you are able to use Swift, either you can use Swift Chocolate, or the what do you call it? You can use Searing Raspberry, but Mango is just so much stronger. Like, it is so much stronger, right? Doesn't matter what it is. It's like in a lot of the Tower of Sweet Chaos modes too. Mango's knockback will save your butt. Like, it's insane, right? So I would say, Mango is going to be a great cookie. It doesn't matter what topping. Even you can use Swift Chocolate if you want to use Mango as a more of a utility, like a buffer, to keep up the attack boost, like almost 100% up. or you can use Searing Raspberry to do a bunch of damage. Either way, Mango is still going to do a bunch of damage, just because Mangoes is actually able to hit every single enemy. Just the fact that you're able to hit every single enemy and do constant damage is really, really strong in PVE. In world exploration, that's like a key, right? Being able to hit every single one of them. Okay. Tiger Lily is going to be an A tier. The stun is really strong, and also being able to ride the tiger and not take any damage is actually really good too. In PVE, it's a thing where you can actually, you know, it will actually save you in a lot of scenarios. So I would say Tiger Lily is like, I'm gonna say Tiger Lily A tier. Jumping, pouncing, and stunning the enemies for like 2 seconds, I think. On top of that, not being able to take damage while she is riding the tiger makes her, makes her a really strong cookie in PvE at least. So, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do right here. Woof. All right, Sorbet. Oh man. In my opinion, I thought Sorbet was not going to be very strong in PvE mode, just because Sorbet's damage, Sorbet's damage was going to be like not that great compared to Black Raisin because of the lack of AoE damage, because it's only able to attack front lane, right? And it's just one time damage, or one time and then 2 times, or the second time with just for 2, right? But Sorbet actually out damaged everybody, really. In PvE, Sorbet out damaged Black Raisin, out damaged Vampire, out damaged a lot of the other mage cookies too. So I'm gonna put Sorbet as SS tier. Boss battle, mini boss battle. Sorbet is actually really strong. If you guys didn't try Sorbet cookie out in World Exploration, Sorbet is crazy. It's insane. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna be putting Sorbet cookie as right now. Yeah. Okay, and then Squidding is actually gonna be shoot. Let's see. A tier. I kind of explained it in the beginning too, of this whole entire tier list, as we were kind of talking about where would Squidding be. Squidding is actually not bad. Like I said, Squidding has the damage immunity while using Squidding skill, right? Does a pretty decent amount of damage, and also on top of that, it's multiple hits, and it is possible to get when it comes to event. As an event cookie, Squidding is actually really strong. I'm definitely going to outnumber or outclass Fig Cookie and Kumio. These two trash. So, man, I shouldn't be saying trash, but they're just so bad. I don't know why they added them with their skills. It's just so bad. Like, why? So I would say Squidding is gonna be A tier for me. For this. So, all right, next one, Fig, F tier. Get this Fig out of here. Why do we even talk about it? It was so bad when Fig came out, right? The damage resist or damage debuff sucks. Damage sucks. Oh, so hard to pull. Why do you use Fig? I don't know. Just leave Fig over there, okay? Kumio, I guess better than Fig. C tier. Kind of weird that she's a charge cookie. She has a taunt, so that's enough to put her at C tier. So yeah, I'm gonna put I'm gonna be putting Kumio at C tier. Just a taunt. I guess the taunt is enough. If you're really gonna be using epic, because you don't have any of these right here, any of the good tanks here, then yeah, Kumio's not bad as a tank. Like in the front line, it's just like you can get Kumio and use her for the taunt in the meantime while you're trying to get some of these other better tanks out here for PVE. So yeah, Kumio is like a charge. It's not that great, in my opinion. Pomegranate is gonna be at an A tier. Really good. Probably if I had to put it, like if there was an A plus tier, Pomegranate would be A plus. I can't really say S because you don't need to have Pomegranate's attack boost to to use any of these. Like you can even use Mango, and it won't be a 20% attack boost, but it's still a 10%, and you get a bunch of damage out of it. So and Pomegranate, it's just like it's just better, I guess, in A tier than S tier. I would just say it would be an A plus tier, guys, if their A plus tier actually existed. So for PVE, Pomegranate is going to be an A tier. I stopped using Pomegranate in my team after a certain point because it's just better to have the damage rather than having a heal. Next one is going to be Rai. Rai is actually really strong in PvE as well. Definitely gonna be more geared towards boss battles and mini bosses, but even when it comes to killing off stronger opponents, it's actually really good too. So Rai is going to be on an S tier for me here. All right, next one is going to be Lilac. Shoot. B tier, just because Lilac needs to have Choco Enchanted Robe in order for his skill to be viable, right? If you want to use Lilac as a support alone, you still need to have Enchanted Robe. You still need to have Choco skill. So Lilac, it's like a B tier because you can't use Lilac by himself. Right, Pastry, however, you can use her by herself. Right, you don't need to have Enchanted Robe. You don't need to have Choco. But for Lilac, you actually need to have Enchanted Robe and Choco. Like, there's no way around it. You have to use them together. If you don't use them together, Lilac literally becomes like completely useless. Yes, the damage, it can increase a little bit, but it's not, it's not worth. So I'm gonna put Lilac at B tier. Choco gonna be at an A tier. Just A tier just because Choco's heal is actually really good too. Probably stronger than Pomegranate's, and then also Choco just does more heal overall, like just to every single one of the cookies. And having that extra attack speed boost 40% is not bad. It's actually gonna help a lot of these other cookies out. Rye cookie, mango, pastry, Madeleine, even sorbet, strawberry crepe, any other DPSs, you're able to do more damage. So I'm gonna put Choco at A tier. Okay, a latte cookie, latte at S tier as well. Definitely a strong cookie, being able to damage almost all of the lanes. I can't completely say every single one of the lane because she can actually miss some of her skills if the enemies are actually far apart. And but the damage, constant damage, silence, and immobility or immobilizing the enemies is actually really strong. So I want to put Latte at S tier for PvE. Next one, Purple Yam. Oh my god. Purple Yam C tier. I want to put Purple Yam at F tier so badly, but it's not fair to put Purple Yam at F tier and Strawberry at D tier. So I'll just put Purple Yam at a C tier. Yeah. You guys all know why. It's just an upgraded version of strawberry cookie. It just spins and knocks back other people. You still take damage. Like what's the point? Who created this cookie? Like, it just looks ugly too. You know? I don't know. Black Raisin actually, man. Kind of want to plug Black Raisin at SS tier, but S tier, I guess. I'll just put Black Raisin at S tier. Because let's see, Black Raisin is able to do a ton of damage, but lacks complete AOE, like Mango Cookie, and you know, just I don't think it's in a tier of SS as of now, unless they give him or give her a buff. I would say, you know, Black Raisin is gonna be S tier. Very, very strong cookie. Does you know, is enough to destroy a lot of the enemies, but it's not strong enough to be an SS tier in my opinion. Yeah, some people would put Black Raisin at SS, but like I would say if I have to put Black Raisin at SS, I'll put Latte at SS too, and Mango at SS too. Just like, you know, you can't kill every single one of the enemies. You can't do you just can't do a lot of the things that some of the cookies can do. It's just stronger and just stronger damage output, and sometimes you can even miss the skill, right? You know, if you use it wrong, then you can actually you can just miss the skills. So I can't say I can't put Black Raisin at SS. Like Sorbet, if you use manually, you can't miss Sorbet's skill. And even at auto, it's very hard to miss Sorbet's skill, because Sorbet would actually, be there, like, to just always attack the enemy. But Black Raisin, just, yeah. Okay, let's move on. S tier for Espresso. Same reason for, Black Raisin and Latte. Great AoE damage. Great crowd control, CC, right? And you can actually pull them to the middle and then explode them. So you can really use Espresso as one of your carries in a PVE team. Definitely going to be strong, I would say. So I wouldn't say, yeah, I can't put it at A tier. It's just gonna be S tier. All these cookies right here, if you have them, you should be using them in a team. So yeah. Next one, Dark Choco. Dark Choco is actually going to be SS tier just because the damage resist debuff is so strong, right? When it comes to boss battle, when it comes to wave clear, when it comes to just playing PvE in general, right? Dark Choco is going to be an SS tier. There's no doubt about it, because just being able to clear the enemies faster, it just saves you. All you need to put in is you could put in, if you want to use Dark Choco more towards like a sub DPS tank, then you can go with all Searing Raspberry with damage resist substats. But I would say Dark Choco is SS. Just that the 20% damage resist debuff is just so good, because boss battle 10-31 you can actually beat with Dark Choco too in the team. Deals a lot of damage, so at least helps your DPSs to do a lot more damage. So yeah. Alright, next one is gonna be Poison Mushroom. Shoot. A tier. Yeah, A tier is fair, I think, because Gumball and Cherry are there too. And Blackberry. The reason why I'm putting Poison Mushroom at A tier is because Poison Mushroom does damage over time and is a bomber as well, right? It's going to be better than a lot of these other cookies below Poison Mushroom, so I don't think it's fair to put Poison Mushroom below any of these. So yeah, just A is just like average, it's just okay. So Licorice. Licorice is actually gonna be an SS tier. Licorice is so good that you just the damage output is there, right? As a mage, you summon 3 minions that can tank for you and can't be stunned, knocked back, or anything like that. And then you also get a damage buff, right? Of percentage of his 20% of his defense, or did I say damage buff? Defense buff. Sorry, defense buff, right? And just overall value of Licorice in PVE is just so strong. So I would say it's just better for you to put Licorice as an SS tier for PVE, right? Right here, Werewolf is gonna be at C tier too. Just there's no reason to use Werewolf, guys. Like, you don't. Werewolf literally can't do anything if he doesn't transform. Like, he does no damage. He does nothing. He needs to transform to do a little bit of damage, AOE damage. It just slashes. It's a little wolf boy, I don't know why they added some of these cookies at epic. You could literally just put Werewolf as a rare and no one will say anything, So yeah, I don't know. Nothing more to say, guys. Vampire is going to be an S tier. I know you guys might say as an SS tier, but I can't say SS tier because Vampire lacks the AOE damage, which is really important when it comes to PvE. Yes, Vampire is going to be the number one when it comes to boss battles, right? But it's just like that's the only reason to use Vampire. You won't use Vampire for mob clears, right? You need to have mob clear in majority of the PvE. You won't be bursting or battling bosses every single time. But it's just like he's good, but he's not the best, right? If we say that, Sorbet is actually stronger because Sorbet can actually hit a lot of the enemies and then also do a pretty insane amount of damage to the boss. At level 60 is like 600 something percent damage. It's like, why would you not use Sorbet over Vampire at a certain point, right, in the game? So yeah. And then there's nothing. What am I gonna say? Pure vanilla SS tier, Seafarer SS tier. You have these two and you don't use them in PvE. You just like, sorry to say, you're making a big mistake, right? Like why are you not using them? If you don't use them, then you have a problem. Okay? If you have them and you don't use them, unless you're doing a challenge or something, right, to never use ancient or a legendary, like if you have them, you need to be using them. If you don't use them, just give your account away to somebody. I don't know, just do something. It's just like, why are you playing the game without these two? Right? Like, they'll literally carry your entire game. Like, you have to have Seafarer, you have to have Pure Vanilla if you already have them in your team. Okay? Yes, they're extremely hard to get. Yeah, I agree. Seafarer is a little less because you can actually buy the shards, but Pure Vanilla is, you can't really get Pure Vanilla. But if you have them, they're like OP. So, yeah, I would say Pure Vanilla. Yeah, Pure Vanilla is the guy. He's the guy. So good. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the PvE tier list. I gotta emphasize the E, not the P, because if somebody came and saw this tier list and saw it and thought it was PvP, they'll literally flame my channel. So I have to emphasize the PvE, okay? PvE. This is tier list for PvE, guys. All right. So, I gotta say, it's just, this is my opinion. Always, like I always say, and you know, you guys don't need to follow it. It's just for, you know, you guys can see where I'm coming from when I explain each one of them. So yeah, that's gonna be the tier list for PVE, guys.